Legacy Unlocked. When you're locked out of your vehicle, can't get in your car, call Legacy, serving West Palm Beach and surrounding cities. That's area code 229-630-7615. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you been denied disability, Social Security, or custodianship of your children? Call Antonio Williams. He has the knowledge and experience to fight the government on your behalf. Let him represent you. That's Antonio Williams, your non-legal attorney consultant.
Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at www.justintimeaccessories. Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Check it out. Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at
There are three types of doors that you have to encounter. The first door is a manual door. It is a door that that requires effort from you. You put your hand on the knob, you either pull or you push. That's the door that requires effort. And many of us are frustrated, irritated, and aggravated because it feels like every door we've been trying to open for ourselves has been taking all of the effort from us. But God says there's a second door that is a revolving door. Now this door is crazy because it requires no effort, but it does require timing. Because the revolving door does the work for you. But if you miss timing, you end up going in circles. I don't know who I'm preaching to, but the last 6 months of your life, you've been going through some unnecessary circles. And God is saying, I've already made a way. You got to make sure you get in my. The third door is an automatic door. Jesus. The third door does not require effort, and it does not require timing. All you got to do is show up. Can I preach and declare the reason anxiety, depression, and frustration has been on you so heavy? Because the devil knows in this season, all you got to do is show up.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to this episode that we call the Anthony Brown Show. This episode here, or this segment, the ATL family and friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new to the channel, definitely go on and hit that subscribe button. It costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. That's when we get our big YouTube plaque. But we can't do this without you. So we need you. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Statistics shows about 80-90% of you guys are watching on a regular basis and have yet to subscribe. So stop coming over here shacking up. Go ahead and make it official and get in bed officially. You know what I'm saying? Hey. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. While you're at it, click that notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time we go live. Every time we post new information on this channel. You too will be notified as well. You know what I'm saying? And then hit that thumbs up, which is the like button. That shows YouTube that you appreciate what we're doing over here and that you're engaging, and they then share our material with people with similar interests as you to help the family grow. And of course, if you comment below, we will show your comments on the air, read them, and respond accordingly. We're here every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every Thursday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, live and in color. But I can't do this by myself. So I have to call on my tribe, my crew, my family, my friends, my better halves. I can't do it by myself. So I'm joined tonight by none other than the very beautiful, the lovely, the light bright, the gorgeous, the sexiest, Miss Tiama Sweetness.
Hello, everybody.
What's going on, Miss Tiama, Tyson Mama?
Over here about to kill him. Tyson.
Don't do it, don't do it, because I don't want to be a witness to nothing.
You're going to be a witness.
No, don't do it, Sophia.
Child Sophia trying not to, but he trying it. He
All my
definitely
life,
trying it.
all my life I had to fight.
That part. He better know he dealing with a real gangster.
Okay. And of course, I'm joined by another very beautiful one, another lovely one. You know what I'm saying? But she got the juiciest cakes. One sister got the juiciest twins, Unique and Monique. That's Tyson Mama. And the other one got the most voluptuous rump shaker. You know what I'm saying? So Mix-a-Lot wrote a song about her. Oh my God, Becky, look at that butt. Baby's got back. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, here she go. There she go. None other than Juicy Cakes herself.
Oh my goodness. Blessings. Peace, y'all.
What's going on,
Blessings,
Juice?
everybody. I'm well. How are you?
I'm great. I'm blessed. So good to be
That's
in the
good.
numbers,
It is. It is.
as
I'm
always.
so thankful. Better above than below.
Hello. And of course, the last but not least, I don't know if we say the best for last or we got the worst for last, but nevertheless, the biggest
We
mouth
got the
on
last at last.
what you say?
And so we got the last at last.
Okay, that's the last for last. I don't know if it's the best or the worst, but nevertheless, he's the biggest mouth, well remembered, the most outspoken, most feared, but yet adored. Ladies love him. I can't stand his ass sometimes. Legacy the Great. Oh, you're muted, Legacy.
I said ATL in the hole, what it do?
Oh yeah, we ain't hear none of that. What's up? What's up?
What's up, what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? Tony. What's up, what's up? What's up, what's up? Can't get look at it, you doing the bankhead bow. What's up, what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? Tiama? Yeah. Yeah, y'all remember that first song ever came out of the ATL?
The ladies, what's up? What's up?
What's up, when ya, Johnny?
Niggas, what's up? What's up?
He
What's
said,
up? What's up? What's up?
everybody come together. What's up, what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up?
Okay, I know that's right. Yeah.
Week is moving along. We on already the second one for the week, y'all. Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Wrote a song about it. Here you go. Yeah.
Mama,
Yes.
tell my mama she gonna have to run me that there back so I can bring Bella back.
It sound about right. Go ahead and give her that call.
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
All I can tell you is trust and believe. Yankee trying to get pregnant again. I
What?
would look at her nor them damn dogs. Look right past all of them.
How she trying to get pregnant again like she just walk out the door on her own?
No, she been like she bite bleeding, and the dog keep coming around, and she find a way to sneak her ass out the door. Like somebody come in, she shoot right past them.
Is that the same dog?
Yep.
But he put that thick psych on her, didn't he? But he put that
Good night.
he put that thin psych on her. She don't even know how to act. She willing to break rules and everything. If it was a hole in the screen, she'll get up on the chair and stick it out the back.
Did y'all catch her?
He tried.
Yeah, they want Cody called her.
Okay.
But yeah, she do everything to get out that door legacy. Tell whole leg to get out that door.
Just to turn around. Just to turn around.
What they needed to do, they should have videoed how bad all the puppies was getting on her nerves and play it so she could see it. She won't be trying to go out that fucking door no more. See, what she was going through because the things go.
She probably feel that y'all robbed of her baby.
You know, y'all, I brought that shit back. Y'all.
Now, Naya, I be in trouble. That Naya love that Bella. I'm talking about that girl love that dog.
I have a quick question for y'all. Would you rather make love covered in ranch dressing or covered in hot sauce?
For the girls, it's definitely ranch.
Yeah, hot sauce is gonna get too hot. Ranch.
But I'm talking about, boy, that thing gonna be yeasty tomorrow. I'm talking about all y'all good bacteria gonna be out of there. That thing gonna be cottage cheese in the morning.
Right.
It don't bother me whichever one because it ain't gonna affect me, but
it
ain't gonna affect me.
That hot sauce would.
That hot sauce ain't gonna affect me.
It might go in your crack.
It's gonna burn. It's gonna burn the skin, period.
Yeah,
it's peppers.
Yeah,
I'll take ranch. Ranch, definitely.
You think Hidden Valley Ranch go? That's what they mean by the Hidden Valley. Oh, okay. Dog got you, Hidden Valley Ranch.
I tell you, you are Nance and T.
Hey, it's your question though.
Listen, I'm probably gonna go with the hot sauce. Give me some crystals.
Crystals? Oh my
God.
That's Pete.
I'm talking about give me the crystals. I know.
Crystals. I thought they only sold crystals at Winn Dixie.
Listen, you crazy.
Walmart.
Listen, Tony be mad at me when we be out eating somewhere. Cause he talking about every time you eat, boy, you ain't gotta put hot sauce on everything.
I like Louisiana.
I like Louisiana too, but it's them two and then Texas Pete.
And I like Texas Pete.
Yeah, but crystals is my shit though.
I don't even never like crystals got
I don't like Texas Pete.
To it. You don't like Texas Pete?
I don't like Texas Pete because one of my store managers who's from Texas, they got transferred from Texas to Florida and took over our store when I was working at Walmart. Texas Pete was never even in our store. Because he's from Texas, he brought it to our store.
Right.
And he kept saying that's the number one selling hot sauce. I said, it might be in Texas, but I said, but not in South Florida.
Yeah.
And see, I challenged him. And he kept swaying me up and down that he's the store manager and he knows what he's talking about. And I said, I'm a department manager and I know my department. I know what I'm talking about. I said, you're right. Because of your degree. I'm at where I'm at because I hustled and bustled and made it from the bottom to the top. I said, so I know what I'm talking about.
You told him you got it out the mud.
I got it from the mud. And so right there in front of him, I just randomly questioned 4 or 5 customers as they was walking by. Excuse me, ma'am. If you had a choice to buy hot sauce, what would it be? Not one of them 6 to 10 customers said Texas Pete. And I looked at him and I said, I rest my case.
And the next day he was trying to figure out a way to write you up.
Oh, probably. But just like my doormat say, I wish a motherfucker would.
Oh,
yeah, so yeah, I definitely rub shoulders the wrong way.
About some hot sauce that he don't know nothing about his region.
Thank you. Take that shit back to Texas, sir.
And you notice a lot of people, they really trying to push it now, but I mean, you talking about something that originated in Texas, that crystals in Louisiana done been dominating for the years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now
when it come to greens, I like definitely Louisiana and crystals on greens and cabbage. Now
crystals go good on greens because of the different.
But when you talking about like chicken,
I gotta have Louisiana.
Chicken is, I like Texas Pete with the chicken. When we go to Golden Corral, you notice that's all they got in there is Texas Pete.
But and Texas Pete tastes real good with honey.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And I like the hot sauce, potato chips.
Yep, that's very black.
What's very black?
Taking a bag of potato chips and dumping your hot sauce in there.
Oh yeah, that's off the chain good, especially some sour cream and onion.
I just be putting potato chips. Oh my God.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where?
Now the first part to that is no, and the second part is a hell no.
You never went through time of being
swallowed.
Oh, I've never swallowed up.
Oh, you've never.
Have you been through a time of being swallowed?
Huh?
Have you been through a time of being swallowed?
Not whole.
What, in thousands of particles?
Gobbled maybe, but never swallowed.
Oh, he said gobbled. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
Now that lady that you showed us in the thing, what she had a balloon?
Oh.
Good gracious.
Something's not right. She can't speak. She has to not speak. Like she's got.
But Juicy, they get, you don't see it goes down her esophagus. You can see it blows up.
That's what I say. She can't. She has to have no voice box.
I'm trying that thing right there, boy. You might want to just stay right there. You ain't even got to go to the middle. You can just stay right there. Just stay right there and look at me.
Look at me. I said, ain't nobody going nowhere with her.
I'm talking about that. Man, that was a whole balloon. Man, that lady crazy.
Yes. But listen, our top show for tonight is, there was a topic. It was a YouTube video, so I can't play the video, but I'm going to just show the thumbnail, and I'm gonna tell you what the story was about, and we're gonna briefly talk about it. This was a story about a young lady where her husband served her divorce papers, and the reason why he wanted to serve her divorce papers was because for some reason or another he did a DNA on his child and realized that the child wasn't his. And so because the child wasn't his, of course, the first thing he thought was infidelity, that she cheated and had a child outside the marriage with somebody else. So of course he wanted a divorce. But she was so devastated because she knew that the only person she was giving her cooter cat to was him, and that had to be his baby. So what do you mean? You know,
they were doing what?
That she never gave her cooter cat to nobody else. So she knew that child, that offspring, was nobody but his. So she's like, no, we're not getting a divorce, but let me go get a DNA too. So she went and got a DNA as well. when she got her DNA, kind of found out it wasn't even her child either. So now they're like, what the, so now a whole dilemma, a whole fiasco was going on. But they eventually found their child, and he was in foster care. And now both children, the one they had in their possession plus their child, is 5 years old. So 5 years you've been without your child. Someone else has raised your child. You don't know what mentally your child has gone through in 5 years because he hasn't been with you. So now that's the whole story. So let's get into this. How can something like this possibly happen?
Well, I watched that. I saw that video, and it was also that once the mom did the DNA test result, it came back that it wasn't her child also. So upon that happening, that automatically brings in the police, DCF, Guardian and Lightning, and now you have to ask yourself, they don't know if this was done purposely or not, but now you're finna have one child have to be pulled out of and see, I guess a DNA test had to be done on that child for them to know that that was their child in the foster care, because for them to know exactly where to go to get that child, to test that, to know that that's their child in the foster care, that means that nobody came to the hospital to claim that child. They say he been there 5 years, right? The baby been in foster care for 5 years. That's the age of the child that they did the DNA test on. So that means that nobody claimed that child. Y'all, the hospital done gave these parents another person's child who eventually probably never would have been claimed and went home with someone. And now we talking about, now they got to prove that to the courts. Now you got to prove to the courts that, yeah, this is my child and all this stuff. And now that, like you say, that child can be affected with the traumas that go on in these foster care programs. But the child that's finna be pulled out of the house,
they're gonna give her up. They might as well keep her.
who?
You attached to the baby now, 5 years. You're attached to him. I don't think
no, because the state is going to say.
I understand you got attached to a child in 6 months.
But the state but the state is going to say, since this is not your child, now you have to go through an adoption process.
That shouldn't be no hard time. That shouldn't be
but
hard.
The state will remove the child out of the house, because the state will need to find the parent of that child.
But why wouldn't they leave him temporarily until you find him? He's already stable. So give me until you find him.
I don't believe in the child. Everything is done in the interest of the child, and the best interest of the child will allow the child to stay where it's at because it's already being properly cared for.
But what if the man don't want to?
Say that again.
What if the man doesn't want to?
Well, I believe he will want to. I believe the reason he didn't want to is because he suspected that's not my child. But now knowing that's not our child and understanding the circumstance at hand, he gonna want his wife, period, because she didn't cheat and this is our child. Like, we do have a child. His whole reason is thrown out the window.
Right. We found our child. You didn't cheat. The marriage is still pure, but we're already attached to this child.
Yeah. I couldn't see.
So now we got 2.
But you don't have to, because the state, you're going to have to go through something for this child.
I said, so why wouldn't the state temporarily leave them there until they find their child?
They may, but I mean, like I say,
already in a stable home that they know of, and that's the best interest of the child. So we're going to leave him there. But in the meantime, we're going to try to find his biological parents.
But okay, now let me show you something. Let's say you, Juicy, Teama, y'all got this child, nephew, niece, father, mother, son. My kid's mom left the child in the hospital.
What if they told the lady or the mother that their child passed?
Huh?
Like, because there's, a lot of kids be getting stolen.
Yeah.
And they'll tell the parents the child's passed. You know, they put them in the ink unit. They do. There's a lot of different things that go on when sometimes today now the babies. Some hospitals have the ink unit inside the room, but other times they take that baby and they go, and they're even on a whole different floor.
Right.
Sometimes if you deliver at a hospital and they'll say we don't have the services here because you delivered, you got to stay there, and they'll take the baby to another whole hospital.
Yep. I done heard of that.
So you don't know if that's your child or not.
I've definitely heard of that.
So I'm just saying it's crazy how they
But my
just
thing
do.
is, I'm looking to hear. I want to hear more about the story of
Where
how
are
the
they from?
hospital, how the hospital explains this mix up. 5 years without their child. They're looking at a good lawsuit.
Definitely. And then I'm
Where are they
thinking,
from?
once the child come out of the vagina, the same wristband the mama got on, that's a sticker that's on a piece of
Yep.
plastic. So that
Yep.
same sticker is on a sheet of paper. They got plenty of those stickers on sheets of paper next to the mama. So why don't
Right.
they take the sticker, put it on another plastic, and wrap it around the baby's leg?
But that's why what Juicy said is so valid right now, because I could easily, if I'm back there and we're running a scheme and I want to steal a kid, okay, that's the kid we want to steal. That's the little boy we want a boy for this scheme. That baby born, boom. They take them back, like Juicy say, to the NICU. They got another baby, especially like when the mama first had a baby, and they take them back there to put them in the what's the thing that keep them warm so that they can get the
Incubator.
incubator, yeah. And right there is where the swap takes place, because all they got to do then is just put everything that you're talking about onto that baby and bring it. The mama really ain't seeing no distinctive marks really, unless the baby got like a show enough birthmark that can be seen and told and recognized. Boom, bring you the baby. You just glad to see a
You
healthy baby.
When I had
when
my
you deliver your
inspection, I was
baby.
like, no, sir, you not take it out of my. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm just a
One of
different.
mine.
In the 80s, they had that problem.
Yeah,
So no hell,
they got
no.
incubators in the room now.
Think
For
about it. Y'all
some.
was with me when I was doing Tyson.
Yeah.
Go where? Where?
Cause JC, my son just had his first son, and the incubator they got a portable incubator now that they bring to the room for the duration of the time that the baby needs to be up under the incubator. Ain't no more taking it out unless you like your baby going to the NICU. Most of those kids, they stay there for a while. Cause when Naya was born, Naya had to be in the NICU for like a month and a half.
So how you know that's your baby?
I don't know. I just pray to God. I don't want to know now.
Right,
I
so
don't want to know.
find out you're keeping that one, right?
Listen, I don't want to know.
But you keep
What
it if it wasn't right.
Ruben Stutter said? Tell me the pretty lies, study the ugly truth.
Well, like just as this, but if you find out it wasn't, you won't keep it though. At this point, you won't keep it. I know that.
He say he won't be able to keep it because he gonna be in prison.
Exactly. That dog gonna tell that dad gonna tell Elmer can read me.
He ain't gonna be in prison. He gonna be too busy fighting it in court because he got to get that check.
Listen, his heart gonna be so broken, death gonna be her day.
He's gonna find his real one, and he's gonna keep that one because he too attached to it now.
Listen, when you get that much hurt, you'll think about no money. Money don't even cross your mind when you got that much hurt.
I go to the grave with that one. I gotta go to the grave with that one. She'll never know, and I'll never tell it.
She'll just know somebody missing in her life.
Wow.
Baby, I had to prevent somebody from trying to harm you, and I end up killing them. A few people, and you good and safe right now. That'll see you next lifetime.
But Daddy, who's this other child that's the same age as me? Who is this one?
I
What
don't know
they
nothing
call?
about that motherfucker.
No, I'm saying because if you find out this one's not yours and you found your real one, you gonna bring that one home.
Oh,
You
I'm
gonna
going
miss
to get mine.
You say you wouldn't get your real child legacy?
So once you bring the real one
I'm in,
home,
I'm in prison.
but you still gotta explain to her who the real one is.
Somebody else will be able to do it. I can't.
Why would you be in prison though?
For finding who had this mix up.
You gotta be out to find out now.
I really don't. I really don't want to know. It's too scary. Too scary.
Check this out. I want to say this, I don't know if it's society or the media or just some people. They always tend to say that black men are always deadbeat dads. But Legacy found some research that actually proved that based on the numbers, numbers you can't lie with. Those are called facts. So he brought receipts to show that based on statistics, the best fathers are black dads. Check this out.
I'm going to read a little from this study of the Center of Disease Control did, the CDC, and show you where black men ranked higher than other men in. Now, this concerning children under the age of 5. It says they fed or ate meals with their children daily. Black men scored higher than any other male. They bathed, diapered, or dressed their children daily. Black men scored higher. They played with children daily. Black men scored higher. They read to children daily. Black men scored higher. And this is just a piece of it across the board. This is fathers living in the house or not living in the house. Black men are better fathers than any other race, but there's still a stigma, a myth out there that we don't take care of our kids, that we don't love our kids. What benefit is for them to say that the black man is the best father of all? There is no benefit, but it's the truth though. So we got to really look at that. We got to look at that. You know what I'm saying? This is a man that then came from slavery.
I personally think that those black men are in home.
Where?
And are in the home, and there's a husband, wife, there's a family going on.
Right.
And that's why the numbers are high, because yes, black men, family men, they're great fathers. But the statistics that they talk about that are deadbeats are not in the home with their children and are not taking care of their children. And there are more black men, I think, doing that than any other. And I don't think they being taking a survey either.
But Cake, what about me, Darren, Chuck? There's a bunch of us that are not in the house that do it.
There are a bunch of y'all that do it. But as far as the statistics, how they're showing it here, I feel they're combining categories. I don't say black men aren't good fathers, but when we talk about deadbeat, let's take that from the household. Take the family man out of it, the one who's living in a home. Take that out of it, and then go with deadbeat. Because if you're in a household with your wife, your children, you're not deadbeat. You're in a family.
But hold on, Kate.
That don't count as a deadbeat.
But there's some men who live in the house that are family men that live in the house with their children that are still deadbeats because they don't do. They beat on the mother. They beat the children to death. That are in the house that are married and all of that, and more domestic violence takes place between family members that are in the same house than it do from fathers and mothers who live in different homes.
Then I guess
So
we need to define deadbeat, because deadbeat is, to me, is a father that is not providing for their child.
okay,
And it could be a
Now,
father that lives in the home that is not providing and blood
yep,
sucking the mess out of a woman. Oh
I
yeah,
was
yep.
about to say that. I was just about to say that there are
Yeah.
fathers and men who come home, go to work, come home and get on the video game and don't do anything but what they want to do for themselves. That's a deadbeat.
yep.
Mhm. Yep.
And I don't think that there are a lot of black men like that, because I feel like that video say they're gonna have to do something with their children. There's some that do it, but I don't think there's that many.
Well, I mean, it's a lot, and I mean, this is definitely. Uh, we're gonna have to also include. We have to also think about those that would or wouldn't, because that are in situations where they want to, but then we have mothers and that don't allow for them to do those things as well. So what do we? How do we calculate that in it too?
With the woman being honest like me, I'm one of those.
You want to what?
Go on about your business. I got my child. Keep it moving.
Sit your ass down and mute her, Tony.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
I just say that everybody, if you, it, that's a touchy situation for me, because I know what it is to have someone try to hinder me like that. But I had to, like I told y'all, more than anything that bothered me more than anything that I went through was something that Tayama said to me about missing my son's football games, and it was, yeah, she may have hindered you, but if nothing she's done stopped you from getting Naya, then all you had to do was call to the school and get the schedule if that was something that you really wanted to do, which was go to your son's game. And and I didn't think about it, but when she said it, it resonated so much more with me that you fight till you can't fight no more. And that's why I say sometimes, we do have women out here, and we know it, that do everything they can to cause a man to either one give up or two just give out. And it happens. It happens to the best of us.
But I'm glad that the statistics are showing it like that, and hopefully that will encourage more fathers to step up and be fathers, because these children really do need both their mother and father guidance. Um, and I'm with Tayama. If you ain't gonna be the proper guidance, haul ass. Keep going. Keep going doing what you do. Be great. Go be great.
Go be great with your thoughts. Don't drown my son in your bullshit.
Right. Go be great. What do you say? Go, little rock
Don't say
star.
nothing crazy. Remember, I'm your hairdresser.
I ain't got
And,
nothing to say.
you pop up no like minutes notice. Don't come with no bullshit. Don't come for
Listen, I ain't got no issues with you, man. None. Y'all got it.
Shoot. But nah.
I'm with you on that, but no.
I'm so sorry. I had to talk to my Bigo family.
And see, I'm one of
No.
them psycho people. I'm gonna make you a king in your child's eye, even if you are that deadbeat. I ain't gonna be the one to sink you. They gonna figure that out for themselves when they old enough to read. Cause you don't gotta tell a kid shit.
But women, let me ask y'all this question: what makes him a deadbeat? Is he a deadbeat when he stopped financing, or is it when he stopped giving you the dick?
It's all about the babies. It's all about the children.
Yeah,
That's
he ain't got nothing to do with it.
that's
Let me
that's
tell
Ain't
you.
got nothing
that's
to
what
do
it
with
should
that.
be. That's what it
Me
should be.
personally, me
Hold on,
personally,
hold on. Let me answer Juicy's question. That's what it should be, Juicy. But as soon as he stopped fucking you and start fucking someone else, even though he's still doing it for the child, now he's a deadbeat.
Nah. Mm-mm. If
like
you do it for the child, you doing it
wouldn't
for the
know because
child.
I'm
He ain't no
always the one to
deadbeat.
surrender and walk away. So it ain't like, oh, you took the dick from me. I'm still on them trial basis to where if I just decide to pop up, that dick is on and popping when I want it. I'm a nigga at heart. Like you can't go for me. So I don't qualify in that realm of questioning. So
But
that was it. If I know I have seen you before with your previous kids, you'll
Tim,
teach your
what
kids to do shit that's crazy. I'm like, bruh, I don't trust you. So if I don't trust you, this is one thing I don't get about people. You don't really know somebody, but you'll give me your kid. This new day and age, I have kids that done stayed at my house and I don't even know how they mama look. We was never allowed that. You move shifty to where I don't trust you, bro. You can't take shit that been up out of me without me. Nah, baby. We ain't even finna. I just saved your life. I'm not gonna make you a deadbeat. Bro, you off in the army. You fighting for everybody's rights. You are a motherfucking hero around here.
What's up, B?
We gonna call you on every Father's Day, your birthday. We gonna tell you happy birthday. But what we not finna do is be in your toxicity. My son will not carry the burdens of what is killing a lot of black people. The bullshit from their family hand me down.
What you mean by that?
Generational curses, some people
Generational curse,
call
like
them.
the trauma, the abuse, the toxicness, to where people do things to you and they put it under the umbrella. Family is family. You
Hell,
can't
heaven
beat
no
your
no.
family. The fuck you can't.
like they said on Soul Food, fuck family, because family fuck my man.
Mm.
Okay, okay, no.
I said on my cousin post earlier because she was talking about family, and I said, sure enough, I learned to leave him right where my daddy left him.
People love to be like deadbeat dads. Shoot, I think the mother could be doing everything she can, and she be more toxic to the kid than the dad could ever be.
It
Hey
go
man,
hand in hand. It go
say
hand
that
in
again.
hand.
Say I'm gonna say that again for the people over there in the GED section that didn't hear you in the back.
The mother could financially be doing everything for that child, and she could be the most toxic thing in that child's life.
True.
Meaning, you're so bitter against the man that you have everything in you. You going after that man all day, every day in front of that kid. That is a trauma and like sadness you put on your child every day, not thinking it is going to hinder or bother them later. That trauma, single black women, especially the bitter ones, if the guy left them or something like that, you have more kids that are like literally what you call that shit, that get on drugs, be depressed, and all the rest of that. And the man that you say is the deadbeat, that kid longs for that man so much just based on who you like. All they ever got from you was bitterness based on who they dad was.
True.
You ever go like to a rehab or something and you hear people talk, well, my mom was a single mom, she worked hard, but she didn't give us love. How that happen? So I don't know. It's a double-edged sword when it comes to that.
The crazy thing
My
is, I
kids
watched
will
the
say I
video.
don't give them love.
Huh?
The crazy thing, what you say, Kate?
My kids will say I don't give them love.
Let me
The,
tell you,
the,
a lot of people, a lot of it say that. It's just based on that. It's a difference if they basing it on bullshit because they trying to
I'm
get
about to
over.
say that.
Listen, if they trying to get over. But
He was
like,
mad that they couldn't get no ice cream.
yeah. See, Juicy, your child is trying to manipulate you. That's something totally different.
Yeah.
That's
Listen,
so
I watched based off of
different.
what you said a few minutes ago, Tam, I watched the dude. I think I sent Tony the video on TikTok, but it was a black guy who said, his mama raised him, but he dislikes his mom, and the reason that he dislikes his mom so much, say he don't think about her, don't care to even go out his way about her, because throughout the whole time, even though she raised them, all she did was dog and talk so bad about his daddy that her her anger towards his dad, spewed out towards him.
Was that the mom, the black mom that told the little boy, talking about, I should have aborted your in the
Uh
car?
this this was
Oh
this was a
wow.
black man. He was grown, and he was
Yeah, he
just
was
saying,
grown, but he was replaying his childhood, like
no,
had an actress or something replay what he went through.
this just was a black guy that spoken it.
Uh,
It just it just go back to what you saying, that yes, you could be a mom that did what you supposed to do, which was raise a child, you know, um, that you conceived, and the dad could have been a piece of shit. But when you as a parent belittle any parent, the majority of the time you make that child, you know, long for that person even more, because when you do that, that child like, dog, why my mama talk so bad about my daddy? They don't see that, oh, my dad is not here, because the dad ain't never been there. But a lot of times, if you actually, when the kids get older and they actually go out and talk to they other siblings, especially a dad, they get another story than what the mama said.
I'm familiar.
And if you did it the way Tayama did, say you do it, which is when you, even though he a piece of shit, if you did it the way that the mama do it, Tayama said do it, which is when you go buy gifts, you still attach his name, and you never have nothing negative to say about that man ever. That child eventually sees for himself or herself that this man ain't shit, and it ain't come. And the way I feel about it didn't come because of how my mama dogged them. It came because of the lack of action that you never did, that I never saw you do. So when the mama put that, what is called it's called, begin with a V, um, but is when you put that negative venom inside of a child, I know it makes them want to go out and be like, well, man, you ain't never do this, you ain't never do that, and then the dad or the mom could actually get the opportunity to say, do you mind sitting down? Let me scream at you for a minute. This is what really happened. And that was the thought that came across my head when I had to fight. Because in my mind, I had them made up, regardless of what happened in this courtroom, I will have the documentation to be able to show my child, to show hey, I fought. This is what happened. And the reason that it happened this way is because your mama hindered it. So then you got the opportunity for the child to think back of all that time that their mama was shooting out all this raw sewage out of her mouth about my daddy. It was you. It was you that was keeping this man from being in my life. Then watch and see how it turns on you, to where that child neglects you because you prevented that child from having his or her mother or father in their life. You can't be like that. You can't, even with my situation. I never talk about that situation around her ever, because I don't ever want her to feel a certain way about her mama. You'll find out. You'll find out later on. But it's not the time or the place. You don't do that to kids. I don't care.
That's true. But listen, we're gonna move on. I have here let me see. This video I think is I think she. Hold
Legacy, mute your phone.
My nerves. Y'all know what's really getting on my nerves. If somebody else tell me to talk to my neighbor, look at your neighbor. Talk to your neighbor. Say this to your neighbor. No, I don't want to look at my neighbor. I come here to have service. Look, y'all, that word that gets on my nerves. Then you got to say it through the whole service. Look at your neighbor. Where they get that from? Look at your neighbor. Say, neighbor. Ooh, y'all, that irks me. Now we looking at strangers. Yeah, you looking at me, and I'm looking at you. You looking at my wig, and I'm looking at your eyeballs. You know what I'm saying? Look, you're looking at my lips. I'm looking at your nose. What? Who? What scripture they took that from, y'all? And look at your neighbor. Say, neighbor. Ooh, y'all cringe every time I hear it, y'all. Is there anybody else out there do that? But I'm the only one that gets sick of look at your neighbor. Tell your neighbor. Look at your neighbor. Your neighbor, your neighbor. Is that part? Why that got to be part of the scripture? The part of the God's word? What? Where do y'all get all this here from? I can't take all this here, y'all. Y'all wonder why I don't come to the services. I can't, because I can't do all of this looking at your neighbor and everything. It's too much. Look, y'all. Please stop doing that. Please. I don't know who invented that. I don't know where it come from, but it need to go right back wherever it came from, because I'm about tired of looking at the neighbor. Really? Do y'all know how sickening that really is? Who made that up, y'all? Somebody please tell me where that came from. Why do people do it? Why do people do it? People got all kind of stuff on their mind, and look, it's like to me, when I start looking at somebody, I start discerning. Oh, she probably ain't sleep all night. Oh, she probably had them kids all night. She said, but she had to get up and go to work. Yeah, y'all. That's why I go. Look at her. She ain't even fix her hair. Look at him. He looked tired. He looked broke. He looked like. Then I start discerning, y'all. Look at her. Look, she forgot to put the other earring in. She only got on one earring. The earrings don't match the necklace. All this here. All this. Yeah. Then I start doing all like that. Then I got to pray for him. Lord, help him. Fix it, Lord. Lord, take care of the children. Lord, bless the family. You know what I mean? Because they look, some of them don't look like, they look like they need prayer sometimes, and I probably look the same way. So look at here, y'all, please. Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus. Please stop these people from saying, look at your neighbor. I'm tired. No. I'm not going to look at my neighbor no more. No. I'm not doing it. No. Y'all, I'll talk to y'all later on the next video. And please stop with the look at the neighbor. Please stop that.
I won't look at you, neighbor.
I think the reason why in black church, because I only noticed that in black churches, or black or southern churches say that, because it could be a white church, but if it's a southern Christian church, I think those churches tend to say that, look at your neighbor, tell your neighbor this or tell your neighbor that. It's because they're trying to keep you awake. And at some point they realize that you're falling asleep or you're drifting or they're losing you. So part of the waking you up, stand to your feet, turn around 2 times, sit back down, turn to your neighbor, turn to your other neighbor, look to the neighbor behind you. So all that is just a mechanism I think that pastors use to interact with you and keep you awake.
That's why they do that.
That's my viewpoint.
I don't know why they do it.
I don't either, but it sounds good. I think it. When she said it, I laughed because we went to church Sunday on Hampton's Chapel, and that was the first thing when we got into church. They were saying, "Dude, look at your neighbor and tell them thanks for showing up." And so it was like, yeah, they sure do tell you to do it.
I think they do it so you feel involved.
Possibly, yeah.
Involved.
Yes. Like, you know how when someone is entertaining you, they try to make you feel like you're a part of it, stuff like that, to engage with you.
I'm involved and I write you this check for tithe and offering.
Oh, you writing a check? Okay, honey, you getting whatever change rumble in the bottom of this purse.
That's not biblical. That's not biblical.
Listen,
Lord help
all
us.
the witnesses told me, and they showed me in the scripture. Well, when God died and laid down, there was supposed to be no more tithe and offering. So,
Because he paid the ultimate price.
yeah. So that's what I was told. That's what I believe. But I also know that them lights and all this stuff gotta be paid for. That good old AC, and I want to feel that AC. So I put my
But
money in the plate.
but long as that church been open, I'm pretty sure they got some money to where they can already just pay for everybody for the year.
Well, they got to still collect because then there's next year coming. Next year coming, and they got to pay salaries. You heard me, Legacy?
Huh?
I said they also got to pay salaries.
Hold on, because I got to go out and come back in.
What you mean pay salaries?
A lot of the people that's there is receiving a check. Like Don Allen. Don Allen go to church on Saturday. The church he go to on Sunday, he's paid to be there. He's paid to be a member of the staff. His church is Saturday. That's where he goes to church and receives the word of the Lord. He's a Saturday worshiper. But he goes to church on Sunday as a job. I know
Gotcha.
the church I went to, everybody in the band, like the organ player, the keyboard player, everybody that played an instrument, all receive a check. The drummer, they receive a check every Sunday.
Yeah. I know that the keyboard and the piano player growing up in the Methodist church, I know that they received something.
The
But
drummer.
ain't none of that in the Methodist church.
Well, see, Cordell is a drummer. Cordell receives a check. When Cordell
Yep.
played the drums, he gets a check. And I know one church I went to, we had like about 8 people that played instruments. We had like a saxophone player, 2 guitar players, an organ player, a keyboard player, a drummer, a trombone. We had a full band. All of them got a check.
Where that church at now?
It's still existent.
They still doing all that now?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We done went too far, folks. That means that nobody's making a joyful noise from their heart. They're making it for a check. That's what that means.
Because when you want somebody to play for free, you're gonna have mediocre musicians.
I mean, but again, like I said, I understand what you're saying, but what I'm telling you is that if you're doing it from your heart and it's of cheerful giving, and you really want to make a joyful noise unto the Lord, then therefore you won't be doing a mediocre job, because the reward that you're looking for is a heavenly reward, not an earthly reward.
Not that they're doing a mediocre job. They might be doing the best job they can do, but they just might be a mediocre musician.
Then that's where we're going with.
But see, that's what I'm saying. See, churches want to have the best music department, the best vocalists, the best songstress, the best dancers, the best
You see how you making it about man and not about God?
Let me finish. So now it has become a show.
Yes.
Especially when they record it and they broadcasted it, put it on social media, they put it on TV. They want to show the world that we have the best.
And that's what God said. God said when you do things to get rewarded openly by man, this is why he don't bless you, because you've already got your reward by man. So when you're doing that and trying to be the best, to be approved and okay by man, you can do that. But this big blessing I got for the church, this big blessing I got for you, I'm gonna hold this down right here, because what you just did wasn't for me, and it wasn't of me.
See those churches, those mega churches with mega ministries and that's broadcasting, so they ain't gonna have Junior and Jeanette in the choir.
They gonna hire Legacy. They gonna hire Legacy and Tayama and Juicy Cakes.
I know.
Okay.
Junior be sitting there tearing
They
that
say
house.
they say Juicy. They say when Juicy be in the choir, she sang backwards.
When Juicy in the choir, you can see her backside. Looking forward.
I love to praise him. I love to praise his. Ain't nobody never seen Juicy face. Tayama like this here. Tayama like this here, Tony. I love to praise his name.
That's Tayama.
Hey, amen.
Hey,
Amen.
you know how they clap, Tony.
Tayama can't clap for them titties.
Yes.
And if Tayama in the choir, she don't longer have a robe that's gonna be zipped down so you can see them titties.
Right here, so they can see the line. What are you doing?
Call me Dolly Parton and Joyful Noise.
Let Tayama sing. They're gonna have the best collection plate ever.
Listen, Tayama ain't gonna even have to hold her mic. Her mic gonna be like this. I love to. Tayama, how you do that right there, girl?
It's gonna be resting on top of her pistol.
Oh, you need help
in the church.
God, is it that bad, Alma?
Listen, when I'm in church, I'm the quietest thing you ever seen. First of all, I be watching the people catching the Holy Ghost and be like, your ass better not be playing with God. That's how I be looking.
Listen, my first time seeing somebody catch the Holy Ghost, I was sitting on the front row, and on the side right here was the stewardesses, and then on the left side over here you sit, they go to deacons. Well, this one lady, God bless the dead, she caught it. Now this lady act like she can barely walk, but she always catch the Holy Spirit like 20 minutes before it's time to get out of church. But this time, when she came up off the pews, she ended up getting caught up on her dress, because it was down there by the ankle. And boy, she went up and she went down. And the wig was over there by the deacons. You ain't seen them but great tie-down braids. And it was and she just laid there and just was moving like this here. And I'm like, I just don't think I want that. I don't want I just didn't want it.
Wow. Check this out. I saw this video. I don't know if this video came from Legacy or did I just find it randomly on TikTok, but it was a video where, like I've noticed that, and this is only for those people because we don't do this foolishness, but and I mean we as people of color, we don't do this foolishness. But they've created this thing, and I think it's a while back that it had this solution that you put on your skin to give you the appearance of the that you're tanned, or that you have melanin in your skin. And they even have it in your suntan oils, suntan lotions. So there's a suntan lotion that's called a bronzer, where you're putting on the suntan oil to protect you from the UV rays of the sun, but you're also tanning your skin at the same time. So once you rub it in, you are a slightly toned darker than you actually was originally. So,
But
so go
I
ahead.
but
used
with
to
that
use
also,
that during the
Tony,
wintertime.
that's based off of you can do it and then get the color, but then you can go back and enhance it and make it thicker on your skin and darker on your skin.
Right. So check this out. I found this video. It's called the video is called Black Wash, where you go see a other colored woman, one of these women. She's doing it on her leg, and you're gonna show her before and after leg. She did it on one leg. Check this out.
And they talking about how to get a fake tan with gloves, motherfucker. That ain't fake tanning. That's blackfishing. Look at this shit right here, dog. Look at that. You ever seen a motherfucker that tan? That's not melanated? No. You changing the complexion of your skin, dog. Motherfucker darker than me. That's wild. That's fucking wild. Blackfishing, dog. Big facts. And there's been some shit going on with this blackfishing shit for a while on social media. People putting shit like this on their skin and acting like they melanated when they really not. It's crazy as a motherfucker. It's been happening for some years now. You motherfuckers just be happy in your own skin. That shit is crazy. Crazy as a motherfucker. Cosplaying a different race. You motherfuckers need therapy. Ain't no motherfucking way, dog. That shit looks so realistic, it's insane, dog. And the motherfucker need to do something with them motherfucking toenails, dog. You probably should have thought before you made this motherfucking video. Your toenail game is fucked up. At least do them motherfuckers first. You just want to blackfish your motherfucker so bad, you ain't even take care of your motherfucking toenails. Damn. Get some motherfucking acetone, take that motherfucking polish off, and repaint them motherfuckers. Please. And stop trying to be somebody you're motherfucking not. Be who you are. And we gonna continue to be who the fuck we are. Dog. That's a big fact. Big.
My question is, does it come off in the shower, or will it come off when you end up?
It comes off, and that actually looked like the makeup that like people with vertigo would get. They actually have makeup that and they've had it for years, and so it covers up even just like that, and it matches the complexions. There's a lot of different shades, so if you're getting your pigmentation is off, you can even it out instead of wearing gloves and stuff like that. But
that created a whole African American.
But it's tinted. It's like body paint in a sense, like how we have foundation, but it's for the body. Now the suntan lotion, the bronzer, you rub it on, and then you do have to wash it off. But it has a mechanism where it actually like tans you, and it's not putting that on and making you brown like that. The bronzer, it tans you, but it's like sunlight in a bottle.
But that what Tony's saying, that right there that's dangerous, because that's so dangerous to the point to where just imagine someone, you know, going through killing people, but now all they got to do is do that right there and go through, and guess what? If they can make it to their destination after doing it, clean up, walk right out, past the police and everything, because they're not looking for Asian or white male or German or nothing. They're looking for an African American, and a whole murder.
Yeah.
Now you got a ghost, the invisible person, the person that can walk through walls that we talked about Tuesday, walk right out of the hotels, walk right out of the banks, just walk out of there, because no matter what, if they can get away and get to their spot where they need to be and wash up, game over. And for you have to be able to understand, for them to be showing that means that this definitely is possible for this to be out way longer than what we're seeing now. And a lot of crimes and cover-ups could have been committed this same way.
Exactly. Not only that, I was thinking about the fact that what if you have somebody that's of other race go to a club and they're covered with this stuff, and they give you this illusion that they're Hispanic, they're Puerto Rican, they're Dominican, or whatever, and they got on a wig and this body makeup or this body paint, because it doesn't appear to just rub off that easy. It has something that has to be scrubbed or washed off. So now you went home and made love to this person. They get up in the middle of the night, go take a shower, and get back in bed. And you wake up next to a Caucasian.
Talking about you raped them.
Okay. Okay. And all your DNA is up in them.
You bye-bye. You bye-bye. And you went to sleep and you sleeping good, and she done called the police and they in there on you at 7:30 a.m. in the morning, and she done went and hit her eye on the thing, bleeding. Listen, bye-bye.
And a twat lips are still swollen because you done beat it up all night.
Her lettuce is peeled.
Oh.
Her lettuce is peeled back, and you finna get 20.
And you swing. I ain't never sleep with that white woman. How your DNA get up in her?
How you in her house?
When I went to bed, it was a black woman.
Boy, you talking about it'll be 20 years, and you can go back and show videos of you going into the restaurant with this black woman, da 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 da. So you don't, now they gonna say you don't mess with the black woman, and then after that you done turned around and came and raped the white lady. You out of here. Goodbye.
2 women in one night. We just can't find the black woman.
You can't find them. Can't find them.
Would there be some craziness?
Oh, that'll be crazy. That's some vindictive shit for your ass.
Did I show last week, Juicy? Or did I show this after the show about the brain, the head surgery?
Yeah, no, show it now.
Okay.
Introducing BrainBridge, the world's first head transplant machine. This revolutionary machine uses advanced robotics and AI to perform head transplants with incredible precision. First, the donor and recipient are cooled to 5 degrees centigrade to reduce brain damage. Both are put under general anesthesia, and their heads are carefully separated while preserving the spinal cord and key blood vessels. BrainBridge then connects the recipient's head to the donor's body, rewarming it and restoring blood flow. Using ultra-precision instruments, the machine reattaches the spinal cord, esophagus, trachea, nerves, and blood vessels, ensuring seamless communication between the brain and the new body. Next, it performs a face transplant to reduce tissue rejection and enhance aesthetics. Post-surgery, the patient is kept in a coma for up to 4 weeks for stabilization. BrainBridge's AI monitors and adapts the recovery process in real time. BrainBridge, a groundbreaking leap in medical technology, giving new life to those in need. Follow for more amazing medical innovations.
People want to be God. People want to be God.
That's a tall order.
Well, see, when stuff like that, when surgeons and stuff are or have found ways to do certain things like this, are they trying to be God, or are they fulfilling and doing what God has put in them? Because the knowledge came from somewhere.
Let's say, well, the Bible say that the devil also gives gifts also. So we won't be able to determine if it came from God or Satan. But let's say it was from God, right? Then why would you put it on a market for such an expensive price to where everybody wouldn't be able to afford it if it was of God?
Because they're not looking at it from that. So you always want to put religion in there when they put.
You just did it. I didn't do that. You did it.
No, you did. That's why I asked you. Was it up? You said it was not God. You said they're trying to be God. So based on what you said, I said, is it of God? Them trying to be God, or is it just the knowledge that was put in them? Because again, everything, even famous Amos, when he created a cookie, it came from somewhere. God bless him. He just recently died, by the way. So God bless him. And
the black man,
the famous Amos, the original cookie maker.
Yeah, the black man.
Yeah, the black man. Yeah, he recently passed away. I think it was 88 years old, I believe it was. But so rest in peace. But nevertheless, I'm just saying, whatever when so and so created the lamp post or the stoplight or the iron, do they say okay, now I know how to do it? No, they just did it. They're playing with chemicals and playing with things, and it just happened. They didn't say, "Oh, God gave me this." I created this. That's what they said. I was the inventor of this.
So you think you think that you yourself just automatically had a thought and that it that came to fruition because you had a thought?
It doesn't matter how I think. I'm just saying how they said all these inventors in the whole wide world, everything that was created. I've never heard no inventor say, "Well, God dropped this in me." Every inventor said, "I'm the creator of the light post. I'm the creator of the iron. I'm the creator of this. I'm the creator of that." No one gave God the glory. But I'm saying,
okay,
so those inventors in the whole world, were those all of the devil? They're trying to be God.
I would say, on my opinion, that's what I'm basing it off of. If you're saying that's just like when they came out with COVID, when 19, that they were saying that, okay, we got this vaccine and it's free, and this is supposed to help everybody. You can get this free. This is supposed to save everybody if they take this vaccine shot. They made it available freely. They didn't put a dime or charge to it. It don't even have a cost right now if you want a COVID shot. If you're really trying to help people and you're trying to save lives, why is COVID free, but the HIV treatment ain't free? That the cancer treatment ain't free if you're trying to save lives? If this is what you did and this is supposed to be to help the people, why is there a charge to it? Well, COVID wasn't, and you gave it to the whole damn near the whole world. But yet it's still hold on. But yet it's still HIV been around for almost 80 years, and ain't nobody getting no free cancer treatment, and ain't nobody getting no free HIV treatment.
But you slightly changed the subject. The subject was this surgery creation. You said they're trying to play God. And again, what does the cost of COVID and the cost of HIV treatment have to do with of God or not of
The
God?
reason that I said that is because going back, I said we already know even if this is real and it's being done, it's not going to be affordable for everyone. So only the rich elite people would benefit from this. And most of those people are trying to live forever. So to be able to transfer your head with your conscience into a younger body that's already dead, that's you trying to live forever.
So you don't think insurance will pay for it?
Go for it. Go cut Anthony Brown head off and put it on a younger version and see what they tell you about that insurance you got and see what they tell you.
Yeah, but ain't that some movie? Ain't that some the movie? Ain't that what they was doing? What is
Yeah,
that?
you
Get Out?
talking about the movie we were talking about with Ryan Reynolds where they had the machine where he transferred his old body and conscience into a young dead body.
Because he wanted the man eyes.
Yes. And he was
Man,
still able to and he was still able to see even the man who got transferred over in the body, the old man who transferred over to the young body, even though he had youth and everything, because of the eyes, he was still being able to see flashbacks of the man family who died, because the eyes is where the soul lies.
um, I'm with I'm like that playing God type. I feel that. Because this is like these surgeries aren't life-saving surgeries. These are unnecessary. These are sickening surgeries. Like this is the next level of the butt
Escaping
lifts and
death.
breast enhancements.
But
And
what
not
Escaping death.
just
what if
escaping
it is
death,
okay,
but
Tuesday, I'm gonna answer your question. I always gotta play devil's advocate just to see things another way. But what if it is life saving? What if he was in a car accident and he was crushed from, let's say, the torso down? So he went and found a younger body that's already dead because the brain is still alive. So here's from the torso up, it's still good. So they transplant the head into a younger body. So that is a life saving thing.
So are you gonna do it for everybody? But what about the people that had the same accident and can't afford to do that? The insurance won't pay for it. Don't they deserve the same opportunity?
Then they need to go get some better insurance.
Stop it.
ooh, so Medicaid.
Now you talking like the people that got stocks and shares in the insurance business that say and knowing when 85% of the people don't have that type of insurance, that's for the elite. So you're proving my point even more.
That's like that movie with Denzel. He didn't have the right insurance.
And get what? He made sure his son lived, didn't he?
Right.
Okay, so that's what'll be happening.
Then maybe they need to go to that extreme then.
No, if it's gonna be to benefit the world, then it needs to be affordable for the world. Cause down to 3,500 people, down to 3,500 people a day die across the United States of America.
If that surgery costs $1 million and your insurance only cover $500,000, then maybe you need to go get some more insurance.
No, cause I'm dead now. Talking about I gotta go back and get another half of insurance because I ain't know that my insurance wasn't gonna cover that.
Or have your loved ones that's living hold hostage to the hospital.
Don't worry about it. We'll make sure your ass get a good casket. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do.
You mean you ain't gonna fight for me?
You just told me that if you ain't have it, you ain't have it.
All my life I had to fight.
Not no more cause you're dead.
Oh, what's up? I'm here. How you doing? Tap that screen. Tap that screen on a live broadcast. YouTube, the Anthony Brown Show. Follows over here.
And if you're gonna go through all that, you might as well get the consciousness too.
Yep. Cause get what? They've been talking about I think it's called cryo freeze for forever. And the gentleman who owned originally owned Walt Disney World, Walt Disney, he supposed to have done this years ago where he froze his body and want to be brought back to life when they get this type of technology.
So I said, if I had a daughter, that I wanted them to take it out, the baby out, and freeze it, and let me have it later. But then my whole pregnancy with Nubian, she was a little boy. Until like 2 weeks before I delivered it, she was a girl. Or I probably would have tried to freeze her.
Damn.
Have you ever done that chirotherapy?
What type of therapy?
The one where you getting the freeze thing.
Oh no. No, I don't want
So
nothing to
I
happen to
have.
these.
No.
I don't want
I've
these
done it.
males. It's called cryo, ain't it?
When I cryotherapy.
No, because he's skeeting so many, he don't even realize they're pregnant. Legacy skeeting style of so many, he don't even know they're pregnant. Until you get a notice served at his door or random text. You know I'm 4 months pregnant.
You know that ain't mine. You don't wait 4 months to tell me.
Until they do a DNA and then Murray be like, you are the father.
You are the motherfucking father. Oh God.
I got a message to the fathers. So the fathers that's watching, pay attention.
We're only important to our children if we can leave their mothers. I'm going to say that again. We as black men, we're only important to our children if we can leave their mothers. If we can't leave their mothers seem and appear to be Superman. This my child. Can't nobody tell me what. So they go for the teacher, the preacher, CPS. The black mother rules and overrides anything when it comes to her child. This my child. Can't even her mother. Her own mother cannot guide her and teach her nor instruct her on what to do with her child. Not even the father. This my child. It's mine. So how you go? So your value as a father, your words don't mean nothing, because guess what the mother gonna say? I don't give a damn what your daddy said. He don't run shit over her. So how can you be a superhero? Daddy is supposed to be a superhero. Meaning if daddy tell mama, I said this, you override. So if you can't override mama, how you a superhero now?
I totally disagree with him.
I totally agree with him.
I disagree because you don't have to leave the mother to gain respect, because legacy, when you was in the household, you had respect. So you didn't have you didn't have to leave the mother to get respect. It's how the mother set precedent. I'm sorry, how the father set precedence in his household. If a father set precedence and set a certain standard, guess what? She gonna fall in line and children gonna fall in line, and he ain't got to go no damn well.
I must say that I think based off of what he's really saying is we're gonna have to look at it right. He's basically making the statement of if the dad is not in the home, that because remember what the mama just said, he don't run shit over here. Meaning he's not.
No, he said in order to get respect, you gotta leave the mother. So that means he was there.
No, I don't think he said that, Tony. I think he clearly said that he's basing it off of men who are not in the home. Cause I don't think there are some men that may go for it, but I don't think a man who's in the house, being a man of his house, would allow for him not to have no authority in the same house that he lives in. And if the woman generally respects him and his leadership, that she's not going to go against it, definitely not in his presence. So he's basically basing it off of the fact that he lives somewhere else, she lives somewhere else, the kids live with mama, and he's a weekend dad that don't have any authority. Because I done been in that situation where people, especially after the separation, where it was, oh, he ain't got no say so, and then like I told you before, it's done been times when somebody do hair a certain type of way, knowing that I didn't agree with that being done, and I get my baby and it's done. So get what I had to do. show that I had authority, and go and have that shit uprooted up out of the head and done the way that I know that I like it to be done. And if you as a father is not willing to bump heads with someone like that, then of course your child will start to look at you as if, I deal with you how I deal with you, but who runs shit is my mama. If you look at most kids when they talk, especially if they mama in the house, they don't, and it's just their mama, they don't really show reverence to the dad in the house, because the mama is the one that tell him what to do. But if the dad is in the house and he's a man, I'm talking about not just by genitalia, I'm talking about a man. The last say so come through him.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like when you were in your house with your old lady and the children, you were in the house. You was the head of the house.
Now I'm gonna tell you something I did, but let me tell you where the sneaky conniving stuff comes in at. The sneaky conniving stuff comes in when, yes, you're running it, but let's say you ran a night shift and you got your kids on punishment. And when you go to work your night shift, if that woman is not on the same accord with you, when you're not there, she allows for them to do what they want to do. But then that right there is causing a rift and a divide, because that man or that woman, whoever, but let's be basing off of the man, becomes the enemy in his own house, because now you're the punisher.
Right.
You're the punisher. You're the ones that, like, for instance, I remember one time my son grades wasn't up to par, and his GPA was lower than what I wanted it to be. But KK, but because the school said that a 2.0 is okay to play sports, and I wanted a 3.0 or better, I had to battle heads with that, because all you thinking about is he got a D. He got a D. But I wasn't a father that was okay with D. But when you got people who are okay in it behind your back, that person becomes the superhero, like he's saying, Tony, in the child's eye, because as long as my daddy ain't around, we get to do what I want to do. But when my daddy come around, we got to fall in line. It makes the dad the enemy.
True.
And it makes the mom the superhero who keeps constantly defeating the bad guy.
That's so sad. Yeah, you got to be on one. You got to be what they call equally yoked. You got to be on one accord.
Yeah. What we looking at now?
1866, and up to about into the 1920s, black folk had the greatest economic achievement they've ever had in this country. Even it didn't occur under integration, it occurred under segregation. Those black folk had managed to acquire over 20 million acres of land, according to the United States Census in 1920. 20 million acres of land. But between 1920s and 1950s, they lost almost all of it. Back in the 1920s and up to the 1940s, we had black broom factories, we had black mattress factories. Almost every black major city had at least 2 cab companies. We had black bus companies. We had black shipyard up here in Baltimore. When I say black bus lines, I'm not talking about just having 3 or 4 buses. We had over 500 buses, and this is in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And our bus company didn't just service just the black neighborhoods. It serviced the blacks and the white neighborhoods. We had 2 black cab companies. We had the Harris Cab Companies and the Campbell City Cab Companies. But they used to have their own restaurants. They had the best nightclubs in the country. The blacks had 2 baseball leagues. Each baseball league had 8 teams. We had over 500 of the best baseball players in the world. But what did they do? They wanted to integrate. So as soon as they put Jackie Robinson on the Brooklyn Dodgers, black folks said, we'll give up all of our black baseball leagues, black teams, and all our black players, and we can just get one black boy to play on a white team.
Black Americans were gung-ho about integration because we thought that would be our passport to freedom. We equated integration with freedom.
this is why I say, when we talk about this, that if you look over history, it does prove that when we were to ourselves and we kept our dollars circulating inside of our communities, that we did benefit more. And the more you look at it, of all the black thriving communities and cities inside of the United States, back at that time, the vast majority of those great cities have been either flooded and become lakes and ponds, or parks, because nobody won't that we talking about the powers that be can't deal with the fact of not being needed in a community. It's sad that it's sad watching that, because could you just imagine right now, Tony, being able to go to a city that was thriving like that right now in this day and age, and the violent levels dropped. We know who we are. We appreciate each other. It's almost like a utopia.
Right.
And it just and then you think about what we just seen about the tanning stuff. You would have people coming inside those communities, infiltrating, causing fires and everything.
I think I often said to myself, if I ever had a large money, like millions or billions of dollars, I would actually buy an island, buy my own island, and make it a clothing optional island. And just
that thing gonna end up smelling like the fish over there in that water.
I didn't say we weren't gonna have no running water.
No, you said clothing optional. Divide that island. Because one side gonna be like sardines and tuna and fish, booty and cakes.
Just clapping.
Boy, you crazy.
Let me see if Juicy's backstage. Hold on. There she is. Hey, Juice, welcome back to the show.
NyQuil will help you get your Z's.
But yeah, I would buy an island and have a clothing optional island, and it would be I think it'd be hot. I just had the whole island with a bunch of tiny homes everywhere, just lined up. So when you come visit, because there's no children allowed because of the nudity.
Divide the island.
That's your island. My island would be one island, clothing optional. So no children allowed. And so everybody come on when you step off the plane.
You get a home on Temu?
At the check-in, we would all disrobe, and what is basically like welcome to Fantasy Island. Not only it would be clothing optional, it would be almost like an island-wide swingers party. So ain't no that's mine or she off limit or he off limit. It's go for what you know.
Where you gonna be?
Going for what I know.
Cake, where you gonna be?
I guess swinging.
And the rule is what goes on the island stays on the island.
They gonna get your ass up out of here, Epstein.
Okay.
The island, once you're in the international waters, they ain't got nothing to do with the United States.
Jeffrey Epstein was in international waters and they got his ass up out of there.
But he was committing crimes here in the United States.
Then what? When them folks want you, Cause they ain't gonna be able to make no money off of you. They gonna come up with something with felonious to get your ass in there.
All them other islands and countries, they ain't making no money off of them.
What country? What island? You're an American.
Like
You're an
Bahamas,
American.
like Bahamas and Jamaica, and those
But
are
you're
other
an American. Yes, they are. They're infiltrated all those places and have what they call them resorts and what you call it in their country.
I didn't name the right islands, but every island in the world, America ain't making no money off of.
Because they are not from America.
That's what I'm saying. Every island that exists is not owned by America.
You are an American.
It doesn't matter who I am. I can go by an island that's not necessarily an American island.
That's true.
So if the island doesn't belong to America, guess what? I'm no longer under their ruling.
Them folk coming to get you, bro. Them folk gonna Epstein your ass.
So if my island is under the ruling of, let's say, Saudi Arabia, then guess what? I report to the king.
That's true. America coming to get some of that money. Mr. Saudi Arabia, American King.
Or Turkey or Nigeria, whoever. But everybody on that bitch will be naked.
Listen, that you said Nigeria, right? I just was watching a video today before we get ready to get out of here. Do you know that a bunch of African countries have now started to rebel against the United States troops in Africa, making them leave? Like Nigeria is one of the countries that have some of the most uranium. And that is like the #1 source of everything right now that people want. So the Nigerians
Wakanda. You say the truth be in the movies.
It do. It's in Haiti too. But right now they're kicking them. They're okay. Listen, y'all, it's almost that time, and we got to get ready to get up out of here. We appreciate you guys basically being here, giving us y'all 2 hours that you could have been doing something else with. So we're grateful for all of that there. We're definitely going to go ahead and bring out the juiciest cakes in the business, the one that's singing in the choir backwards. Ju Cake, let them know, girl.
You can find me here every Tuesday and Thursday on the ATL show. You can check me out on Facebook, Miss Juicy, Instagram, Miss Beautiful, TikTok, Miss Juicy Cakes, and Bigo, Miss Juicy.
It's so you don't add the Vigo on there too. Lord help. She everywhere, y'all. That's how wide the cake is.
She got enough to share.
Lord, on every platform. Just spread them cakes wide. We're gonna go ahead out and bring the boss lady out on the great ATL show. My sister Tyson's mama, and
you can reach me on Instagram at Tayama01. Facebook, you can reach me at Tayama Copeland 1. You also can shop justintimeaccessories.com. Good night.
And she's also on Bigo.
She's short and sweet. Y'all know that she don't really do it all like that. That's Tayama. Y'all know who it is. The one who allows for us to be on this platform called the ATL show in this ATL world. Up on the God. The person that's a pain in my side, but I wouldn't want to do it without it. AB, let them know.
I'm yours truly. I'm Mr. Anthony Brown. I'm here under the Anthony Brown Show. You can find me on all social media platforms. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, which is now called X, and YouTube under Anthony Brown or the Anthony Brown Show. You can also find me on Facebook under Anthony the Writer. You can find me on Bigo, Anthony the Notary. You can also email me with any show ideas, comments, concerns, good, bad, ugly, and different things you want to talk about. If you want to be on the show, if you got an idea for the show, you can email me at theanthonybrownshow@gmail.com, or you can also text or call me at 561-768-3710. And words that I live by, and so should you, and that's you got to grind until you shine.
All right. Greatly appreciate you guys, and I love y'all. And y'all know who I am. I'm Legacy the Great. Y'all can reach out to me on Facebook, up under Our Dream Williams. Hit me up on YouTube, up on the Legacy the Great. My email is legacyunlocked@mail.com. Also, reach out to me for business purposes only. If you have any interest in knowing more about, your legal rights and ways of going about doing things, filing motions, any problem with child custody, anything dealing with disability, feel free to give me a call. I might know somebody that can help you. Also, if you locked out your vehicle in the Lee County, Palm Beach County area, feel free to give me a call at 561-907-9129. Also, 229-630-7615. And the words that I live by, and I ain't gonna even say that one because I don't want to do that no time soon. But the words that I live by is ATL.
Good night, everybody.